Connecticut is often associated with cities like Hartford, New Haven, and other bustling areas along the northeast corridor of the United States. But beyond the city lights lie small towns rarely talked about, places where life moves slowly, far from busy traffic and shopping centers. Some are considered the most remote due to their distance from modern facilities. Others face economic challenges and are labeled as the worst. A few stand out for their quirks, while others are ghost towns, echoing memories of the past. Let's explore 15 small towns in Connecticut that reveal a different side of the state. Our first stop takes us somewhere quite different in Connecticut. Located in the far northeastern corner of the state, right on the Massachusetts border, this is Union, often called the most remote town in all of Connecticut. With a population of fewer than 1,000 people, the town is almost entirely covered in protected forests and open green land. Homes are spaced far apart, and public services are extremely limited. To shop, access healthcare, or go to school, residents need to travel long distances to nearby towns. The closest, Stafford Springs, is about 17 miles away. For some, this isolation is a challenge. But for those seeking peace and quiet, Union offers an incredible sense of calm. It's no wonder the town is often seen as an escape from the modern world. From the northeast, we head to northwest Connecticut, where a small town named Hartland tells a similar story. Tucked into the hills of Litchfield County, Hartland is home to about 1,800 people, most of whom live on large plots of land separated by forest roads. Winding, narrow streets pass through thick woods, giving the area a feeling of being cut off from the outside world. Locals are used to it. They travel far for work or shopping and rely on neighboring towns for many daily needs. Still, Hartland is known for its stunning fall foliage, when the leaves turn brilliant shades of red and gold. The small, tight-knit community is proud of its traditions, many of which have been passed down for generations. After Hartland's quiet charm, we move to the eastern side of the state to explore a town called Voluntown. Located right on the Rhode Island border, Voluntown has a unique origin. Its name comes from a group of colonial volunteers who fought in King Philip's War in 1675 and were granted land as a reward for their service. Today, this 38.9 square mile town still maintains its rural character. With a population of around 2,600, Voluntown is surrounded by thick forests, including the Patchogue State Forest, which spans thousands of acres. Daily life here is simple: small family farms, local businesses, and plenty of outdoor activity. Its geographical isolation makes it one of the most remote towns in Connecticut. But for nature lovers, that's exactly what makes it special. And while Voluntown offers dense forests, Morris in northwestern Connecticut brings peace through open landscapes and lakes. The town is best known for Bantam Lake, the largest natural lake in the state. Although the lake attracts visitors during the summer, daily life here remains quiet and slow-paced. With a population of fewer than 2,500 people, Morris is scattered with homes and farmland. It's far from major cities, so residents rely heavily on personal vehicles for just about everything. Still, the area's natural beauty makes Morris special, especially with the charm of White Flower Farm, one of the town's standout attractions. On misty mornings, when the lake reflects the rising sun, Morris can look like something out of a painting. From remote towns, we now shift to another category: towns that face significant challenges and are often labeled among the worst. First up is a town in Windham County that shares its name with a country in Europe, Scotland. Home to around 1,500 people, this town lacks major shopping centers and doesn't even have its own high school. It shares school services with a neighboring district. With limited infrastructure, most residents have to travel to other towns for their daily needs. Economically, local job opportunities are scarce. So many rely on employment outside the area. That's one reason Scotland is often considered one of the hardest places to live in Connecticut, especially during the cold winter months. Yet, despite its limitations, Scotland has its own appeal: peaceful rural roads, historic churches, and a tight-knit community that values togetherness. While the previous town reflects a lack of infrastructure, this one shows the effects of a faded industrial legacy. Putnam was once a booming mill town in the 19th century. The Quinebaug River powered textile factories that employed thousands. But after the industry declined, Putnam fell on hard times. Many mill buildings were left abandoned, and job opportunities dried up. Today, the town is trying to reinvent itself through the arts, with galleries and local restaurants breathing some life back in. But the shadow of the past still lingers. Some consider Putnam one of the state's worst towns due to the gap between its former glory and its current struggles. Even so, events like art festivals and regular flea markets show that there's still a pulse, and perhaps a new chapter just beginning. From a town bearing the scars of industry, we move to Columbia, a small town facing the challenge of a stagnant population. Located in eastern Hartford County, this town has a scenic lake that serves as a summer getaway spot. But beyond that, there's not much economic activity left. Columbia's population has stagnated, and many young people choose to move to bigger cities in search of education and jobs. The median income here is just $47,096, far below the state average of $93,760. That makes the economic challenges very real. Still, Columbia has its strengths in community traditions. Summer festivals, volunteer activities, and church events keep a sense of unity alive. While it's often considered underdeveloped, the town proves that simplicity still has value. While Columbia struggles with stagnation, Bolton reflects a different kind of limitation. It's a bedroom community that depends on nearby urban centers. Also located in Hartford County, this town is known for being a commuter base for people who work in Hartford. With a population of nearly 5,000, Local facilities are minimal, just one middle school, a few small shops, and a lot of open land. Most residents commute daily for work, shopping, or entertainment. This setup makes Bolton less appealing to younger generations who prefer places with more opportunity. On top of that, crime has been a concern in recent years. From the outside, Bolton may look peaceful with its green landscapes, but for some, its lack of amenities makes it one of the least favorable towns to grow up in. After towns that struggle, let's shift to something different. Towns that stand out for their history, culture, or nature. First up is Lyme. It might sound unfamiliar at first, but you'll be surprised once you hear its story. Located along the Connecticut River and home to just over 2,000 residents, Lyme is a small town with global recognition. That's because Lyme disease was first identified here in the 1970s. Interestingly, that fame didn't take away from the town's charm. Colonial-style homes still stand tall, and the river views are stunning. Lyme is unique for its mix of rural beauty and global medical history. Today, it's also known as a quiet destination for art and heritage, with small museums preserving local stories. Next up is Woodbury, a town known for its reputation as an antique hub. That's why this town, first settled back in the 1670s, is often called the antique capital of Connecticut. For those who've never visited, the town's main street is lined with antique shops, art galleries, and local boutiques. Although it only has around 9,000 residents, Woodbury's reputation goes much further. No matter the season, every weekend visitors from different areas come to hunt for antiques or simply stroll down the classic New England streets. Beyond that, Woodbury is home to well-preserved historic buildings. You could say its charm lies in how it blends art, history, and tourism into one distinct identity. If Woodbury impresses you with its antique vibe, Sherman offers something entirely different: peaceful, natural surroundings. Founded in 1802 and named after founding father Roger Sherman, this town is known for its scenic beauty. With a population of just about 3,500, Sherman feels calm and far removed from the hustle of the nearby cities. Candlewood Lake is the town's main attraction, where locals and visitors enjoy boating, fishing, or simply relaxing along the shoreline. The Connecticut Audubon Society's Deer Pond Farm adds to the town's charm with protected forests and hiking trails. Though small and quiet, Sherman captures the serene charm of New England countryside, making it one of the state's most peaceful and naturally beautiful towns. No less stunning than Sherman is Salisbury, a town known for its spectacular natural landscape. It's home to Bear Mountain, the highest point in Connecticut. Beyond that, the town features Lake Wanenscupomuk, a beautiful spot, and several challenging hiking trails. With a population of just about 4,000, Salisbury still draws plenty of attention from nature lovers. And here's something unique. Salisbury hosts the oldest cross-country ski race in the United States. a tradition dating back to the early 20th century. Yes, Salisbury's charm lies not just in its breathtaking scenery, but also in the living traditions that set it apart from other rural towns. When people talk about ghost towns in Connecticut, most will likely mention Dudleytown, located in the heart of Cornwall. In the 18th century, this area was once home to the Dudley family and a few other settlers. However, a series of tragedies struck: disease, crop failures, and even mysterious disappearances. Over time, the settlement was completely abandoned, leaving only ruins and dense forests to cover the traces of the past. Today, there are no permanent residents in Dudleytown, only chilling tales passed down through generations. Many visitors come looking for a supernatural experience, though much of the area is now closed to the public. Its silence and eerie history have earned Dudleytown a reputation as one of the most famous ghost towns in America. Besides Dudleytown, there's another ghost town, Johnsonville. It was once a thriving 19th century mill village, known for its hat factory and textile industry. But when business began to decline, the area was slowly abandoned. In the 1960s, a businessman bought the village and tried to turn it into a 19th century themed tourist destination. Unfortunately, the project never truly succeeded, and Johnsonville was once again deserted, leaving behind graceful colonial-style wooden buildings that now stand in silence. Today, Johnsonville is often called Connecticut's most photogenic ghost town, a place where history, failed ambition, and stillness blend together. FYI, back in 2015, the entire village was even listed for sale at $800,000. If Dudleytown and Johnsonville are ghost towns in the traditional sense, Hebron stands out a bit. With a population of nearly 10,000 people, it's very much alive on the surface. It really shouldn't qualify as a ghost town. But look a little deeper, and you'll find one of Connecticut's most fascinating ghost town stories. Gay City State Park, located in Hebron, hides the ruins of an 18th century settlement that once thrived on textile production. After the mill failed and disease spread, residents slowly abandoned the area. Today, the forest has reclaimed the roads, homes, and mill sites, leaving behind stone foundations and old cemeteries as silent witnesses of the past. The quiet, shaded atmosphere often makes visitors feel like they're stepping into another world. Beyond Gay City, Hebron is also near Barrahack in West Salisbury, another long-abandoned settlement known for mysterious legends and ghostly ruins. In the end, from Union, the state's most remote town, to Hebron, where time seems frozen, these 15 small towns reveal a different side of Connecticut. Some persist through isolation, some struggle with challenges, and others shine through their history and unique identity. Each town tells a story, even if small or far from the spotlight. This is the Connecticut you rarely hear about, simple, quiet, yet full of character. So, which one would you visit first? The peaceful retreat the tough survivor or the one haunted by the past.